Okay. The Mr. Big Evolution Portugal Pro is out. Andrea Presti is your open winner. He punches his ticket to the Olympia. And I look like a complete fool because I made 3 predictions that did not come to fruition. Well, first of all, congratulations to Presti, the Italian one, which is why I wore my Sicily shirt. See that? I like when the Italian wins, but, you can do a little partial. But taking my emotions out of it, Presti actually really did look good. He was the clear winner. And so congratulations to him. But the 3 predictions I made was Vlad the Impaler would come in first, Andrea Presti would come in second, and Lionel Becky wouldn't show up. Okay, Vlad didn't even crack the top 5 because I was way off on that. Andrea Presti won, and Lionel Becky did show up and came in last. He shouldn't have shown up, but he came in last. I don't know what's happening with Lionel Becky. I have no idea what's going through his mind, if he's got a health problem or what's going on, if he's struggling with something. Did he look better than his last showing? Yeah. His last showing was just horrible, but he did a little better than his last showing. But, this is a guy where 10 years ago, this guy was cracking the top 6, top 5 in the Arnold Classic, so now, you're a shell of yourself. I don't know what is happening or what's going on. I hope whatever it is, he fixes it. If you don't, then just bow out gracefully. Anyway, so let me share the screen. We'll go through a little bit of what everybody looked like. So here we go. So this is Andrea winning. I'm assuming that is his son. It might not be. I don't know because I don't know the man. And if he is, he put together a great package. I mean, you can see from here the striations and his glutes. I mean, he was fantastic. The only thing is his legs are a little undersized, and that's going to take away from him at the Olympia. But if he brings them up, he's going to be a force. But if not, if this is his peak, then he will win smaller shows like this. Go to the Olympia, and the Olympia is a whole different ballgame, man. You're talking about the best in the world. He needs to bring up his legs a little bit, but he came in. This is probably one of the better packages he ever brought. He looked fantastic, right? So let's see. The top 5 was, well, let's see. Okay, here's a picture of the top 3. Andrea Presti came in first. Roman Fritz came in second. Amir, the hell is his name? Amir Romajurek. I apologize if I butcher your name. All these foreign names, I'm not very good. Obviously, I could pronounce Andrea Presti's name because I'm Italian, and that's easy for me. But I apologize if I'm destroying a name. But I'm pretty sure it's Amir Romajurek. That's if I'm right. He comes in third. Fourth was Christian Wolski, and fifth was Peter Clancia. Peter does this. He does shows in Europe, and he breaks the top 5. But quite frankly, I mean, Roman Fritz looked good, but he lacks the size of a major pro winner. Andrea Presti looked great, but when he gets on stage at the Olympia, it's going to be a whole different ball game. So what I'm trying to say is, Clancier breaks the top 5 in shows that are weaker lineups. He comes across great on Instagram. He comes across great on social media. If you go to his Instagram, but then let's actually do that. Let's go to his Instagram. But then when you actually see him on stage, he just doesn't seem to be able to put it together. I don't know what it is. Well, I mean, look, he's got a long torso. He's got high lat insertions. But when you put him on stage against other guys, he is really exposed. I talked about this with Jason Owens and Johnny Jackson, my last Muscle Talk. But for the most part, I don't know. For some, he looks great on Instagram. I guess this is a lot of bodybuilders' issue, right? He looks great on Instagram. You look at his his transformation here, his 12-week transformation. You look at him here, looks fantastic. But once he gets on stage and he stands next to people, he gets really exposed. And I don't really know why for the most part. But all right, let's go back. Okay, thank you, Fernando Arroyo. If I'm pronouncing your name right, thank you very much for putting pictures up so soon, because you look great. You do a great job. So it's great. So here's the top 5 right here. So obviously, Andrea Presti is in the front, in the middle, excuse me. He clearly from you can see he's the best one out of the five, even in this small video. There is a better his Amir, there's Roman Fritz. Roman Fritz, I'll tell you this much, he's doing better this year. Last year he made a terrible showing, a couple of terrible showings. But this year he's coming in shape. He just lacks the size. If this guy could put another 10, 15 pounds on, you could probably win a few shows. But he just lacks the size, even though he comes in chiseled. When you look at his Instagram, I mean, the guy is able to come in really, really, really shredded. Let's see if we could go to his Instagram, Roman Fritz, right here. And see, like, I mean, the guy comes in shape, I mean, you could see right here, right? This is exactly what I mean. The guy is chiseled, comes in shape. He's got great flow. He just doesn't have the size that these other guys have. He stands next to them and he looks small, but if you look at, let's see, this was today. So that was the Portugal Pro. But if you look at, like, let me see, look at the shot from the back. He's chiseled to the bone. There's no question about it. You can see everything. I mean, his hamstrings, his glutes, his calves. I mean, it's just chiseled. So you got to give him props for that. Even his lower back is striated. You got to give him props to that. But he just, on his off season, he really has to concentrate on putting some size on, because even his triceps are great. If he puts some size on, like I said, 10, 15 pounds of solid muscle, he would be really tough to beat, but he's just too small compared to these other guys. He almost looks like a physique guy, if you will. And Amir, let's see what Amir actually really. I'm pretty sure Amir was the guy that came in third at the Arnold Brazil. I'm pretty sure that's him. Let's see, Amir. Here you go. Okay, yeah. This is him. He came in third at the Arnold Brazil. Okay, so he's doing relatively well. I don't know how old he is. This is the first year I'm aware of him. So he's doing relatively well for himself. I mean, what does he have to work on in order to improve? I mean, if you have strange flow. Oh yeah, here's the Arnold Classic. Okay, if you have strange flow, that's nothing you could do. When I say strange flow, if you have a physique that's kind of, either blocky, or, your waist is too long, or, you can't see separation from your triceps and bicep, or whatever the case may be. If you just have that, that's something that you're never going to be able to fix. It's unfortunate. The only thing you can really do is, put some serious size on. Was this the New York Pro? Yeah. I mean, like I said, by himself, he looks fantastic, right? He's a little shallow in the legs. I mean, what's great is he has these great adductors, but he doesn't have much sweep here. But I didn't know Chris Aceto trained him. That's what it looks like. But anyway, all right. Congratulations to Andrea Presti, the Italian one. He's going to bring the Italian flag to the Olympia. Anyway, the next show is Vancouver. Turns out Phil Lahar is right. Hassan Mustafa is actually doing the Vancouver Pro. The only other person right now that I know is doing the Vancouver Pro is Nathan Spear. As I follow him on Instagram, obviously I'm friends with him. I don't know. I don't know when the list is going to come out. As soon as the list comes out, we'll talk about it probably on Muscle Talk on Wednesday, because it should be out before then. And that's about it. Anyway, if you want to save money, don't place any bets on my predictions. Because just because I had one, the sun's got to shine on a dog's ass once in a while. Is that how it goes? The expression. But don't take my advice and put money on any bodybuilding contests, because I had all three predictions wrong, right? But for the most part, I'm actually happy that Andrea Presti won. I would love to get him on for an interview. I really, really would, because I have so many family members and friends that speak Italian. They could translate perfectly. I would love to get him on for an interview. I've tried reaching out to him on Instagram several times, but the only time he did the New York Pro last year, though. He was in the New York Pro. I hope he does the New York Pro again this year, coming up 2024. That would be pretty cool, but we'll see. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Listen, like, subscribe, and a word from our sponsor. I don't have one.